Europe's journey toward cooperation is a multifaceted historical narrative shaped by an array of political, economic, and social transformations over several centuries. The origins of this trend can be traced back to the devastation wrought by the two world wars in the first half of the 20th century, which fundamentally altered European leaders' approach to international relations. In the wake of these conflicts, which left millions dead and great swathes of the continent in ruins, there was a burgeoning consensus that a new framework for mutual cooperation was necessary to secure lasting peace and prevent future wars. The establishment of the European Coal and Steel Community, ECSC, in 1951 marked a pivotal moment in this movement toward integration. The ECSC, comprising 6 nations including France, West Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg, aimed to create a common market for coal and steel products among its member states. This initiative was not merely economic, it was also intended to dilute national control over key resources that were essential for war-making capabilities. By doing so, it reduced the likelihood of conflict among these nations by making their economies interdependent. This economic interdependence was further entrenched with the signing of the Treaty of Rome in 1957, which led to the creation of the European Economic Community, EEC. The EEC sought to establish a broader common market with free movement of goods, services, capital, and labor. This agreement expanded on the principles set out by the ECSC and moved towards creating a unified economic entity across Europe. The success of these initiatives demonstrated that cooperation could bring tangible benefits and laid the groundwork for deeper integration. As these economic ties strengthened during the 1960s and 1970s, there was growing interest in enhancing political cooperation as well. This period saw numerous efforts to align policies beyond mere economic matters. However, progress was often slow due to differing national interests and the Cold War context. The fall of communist regimes in Eastern Europe at the end of the 1980s provided new impetus for expansion and deepening cooperation throughout the continent. The Treaty on European Union, TEU, signed in Maastricht in 1992, marked another significant development by formally establishing the European Union, EU, and setting out a path towards monetary union and greater political cohesion. It introduced policies that aimed at creating closer integration in foreign policy, justice, and home affairs. The introduction of the euro in 1999 as a common currency for several member states epitomized this new level of integration. Expansion continued into the 21st century with successive rounds of enlargement that welcomed many Eastern European countries into the EU fold after decades of Soviet influence. This enlargement was not only a powerful signal of Europe's renewed unity, but also highlighted an expanding sphere where cooperative principles applied across diverse cultural, political, and economic landscapes. Throughout its evolution from a series of treaties among 6 countries to a comprehensive union involving dozens of nations, one constant has been Europe's commitment to finding collective solutions to shared challenges. Whether addressing economic disparities, environmental issues, or regional security threats like terrorism or migration crises, cooperation has provided both a framework and tools for managing such issues on continental scales. The long-term impact of Europe's move toward cooperation can also be seen globally as it has influenced other regions towards considering similar integrative efforts. Additionally, it has played crucial roles in global negotiations on trade agreements, climate change policies, where Europe often speaks with a unified voice. In conclusion, Europe's steady march toward cooperation has been characterized by evolving from devastating wars to deep economic and political integration. This historical trajectory shows how shared challenges have been met with increasingly sophisticated forms of governance that transcend national borders. As such, it stands as a compelling example of how structured cooperation can foster stability and prosperity among diverse nations.